Good afternoon, family. Today is the day that the Most High has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Yesterday, I'm kind of tired a little. Yesterday, I did a video and I finished it and uploaded like 12 noon. And do you know it just now uploaded like 12 today? And I was up, just guarding over the word. Because the Most High always tell you, guard the word in your heart. So I was guarding that thing all night, that video. I was like, it's important that this video get uploaded. Like I was being a good steward over this word. So I was up all night watching it, watching every how many hours left, how many. I'm talking about all night. I got a couple uh hours in here and there, but I was mostly guarding over that word. So, it's important that we do that. It's important that we know the word because it's going to come a time where they take away the physical Bibles. And you have to. It's important that you know the word. Um, it was some more things that the Holy Spirit want me to touch on, but for some reason He kept wanting me to speak about this thing, and it's about this guy. When I was living in this area, when I was living in Blue Springs, we got like a little shopping center. And it was a day that I was like having a walk. I was going to get me something to eat. I went to uh, Chipotle. I walked over to Chipotle, getting some air, getting some good sun. And I had on my slides, my feet and my nails and stuff was done. So I'm walking and I noticed that this red truck, red truck with a blue camper was following me. And it was like you would kind of think that it was like a lowrider truck from back in the 80s, but it wasn't that that old, but it put you in the mind of that. And it had a blue camper on it, and it was a guy. He was a bald headed. Look, he looked Hispanic. He looked Hispanic. He could have been Cuban, but he was more tan. So he followed me, and he's telling me how beautiful I was and how exotic. You know, I I looked and all this, and I'm just thinking to myself like, I ain't. I wasn't trying to be funny, but this ain't my best. Like, this ain't. They're not through on something. I just come, real quick to do this. To get me something to eat. I've been lounging at home. Decided to take a walk. Threw on some shorts, a tank top, and did a walk. Had a just I did I have a ponytail and some braids. I don't remember, but so he passed by. He was like, "Do I have a significant other or something?" And I always say that I do, because sometimes you just don't feel like being harassed or nothing. So I told him I do, and he uh he was like, "Oh, okay." He drove around Sonics, came back around. I just can't help it. You're so beautiful, this and that, and I'm like, okay, you kind of said that the first time you went around. Now a red flag is up. So, I'm thinking to myself, like, you already said that. I told you I got a man. You act like you respected it. Then you gonna come back around again. Now you. It's kind of like this is a little forceful, a little. And if you gotta come around again after I told you that you act like you respect it, is lust is a dangerous thing. You kind of being aggressive. So I'm like, how aggressive this gonna be? So he he talking to me, and he, as he driving, I'm still looking forward, and the Most High crisscross the street. That way he'll be on the opposite side. He wouldn't be, he would have to. It'll be like if he tried to come after you, it'll be hard for him to do it, or it'll cause attention. It'll do something. It won't be. Yeah, you ain't gonna be no easy target. So, I'm walking and everything, and then he was like, okay, and he pulls off. Then I'm thinking, okay, I'm walking up the little side. I'm by, uh, what is it? It's a wing stop. He pulls up, and then he pulls, and kind of pulls up, and he was like, he gets out the truck. So I'm thinking to myself, now, I'm on alert for real. I didn't sized him up. I'm like, oh, he about 175. You know, he think I can do something with him. You know what I'm saying? So he get out, he got on slides. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, I can do something with him. I got on slides too, but So he was like, excuse me, please. So I stopped. I'm in front of Buffalo Wild Wings. They window everything. I made sure. He was like, I know this might sound crazy. I have a foot fetish. He said, and your feet are so beautiful. And I'm not trying to be funny, but people have told me that before. And he was like, I have a foot fetish. And he was like, do you mind if I take a picture of your feet? And he was like, I'll pay you. And I'm like, no, no, but if you are, you better do it like this, cause I ain't gonna stop. Really, like, I was kind of saying I ain't gonna stop walking. It was just like, yeah, this is right here. It ain't no extra, no later date, no nothing like that. I'm in front of Buffalo Wild Wings. People in there, it's activity. I'm making sure everything is what it is. He was like, well, can we pull up here? Because I'm like, no, we're not pulling nowhere. We're not pulling anywhere. This is it. You better get it before I keep on walking. I'm just at a pause. So, and I don't even know why I agreed to it or nothing. It was like, now that I think about it, I do not know. All right, so I did it. He take a picture. He was like, can I take a picture of the bottom of your feet? Now, that was weird to me. I'm like, what the heck is that? So he was like, can I give you some money? You can get in the truck with me and we can go to an ATM. Hey, I told you I don't want no money. I'm done here. So I start walking. So he gets in his truck and he pulls off. So he pull off and he goes right. So I'm speeding up my walk. I'm sitting here moving my legs like I'm really doing it. So I'm speeding up my walk. And how our apartment complex is, it's apartments. You can go through apartments and go and do a walkway and go through another apartment, do a walkway and go through another apartment, do a walkway to get you to your apartment, or you can just walk out in the open. So I crossed the street, and like from a block away, I seen them coming. So I ducked off in one of the apartments. And I seen them coming, and he's slowing up because he thinking to himself, I should see her. I should see her. So I see him doing that. So I duck off into another apartment. But as I'm ducking off, I'm going in between apartments, and you can get to my apartment. So, he probably didn't think that, he didn't think that I caught on to whatever he was doing or what have you. So I get home and I call my daughter, and I'm like, the weirdest thing happened to me. This guy, you know, uh, said he'll pay me for a picture of my feet. Like, and she was like, "Mama, they do that. They pay a lot of money for that." And I'm like, "No, that's weird. That's weird. What would they do with the picture?" She gonna say they put it on like a website or something. I'm like, that is super weird. That is. And then she was like, some of them do commercials. Like they do that to see if they can do commercial with your feet. I'm like, ugh, after I thought about it, whatever. So, long story short, the Holy Spirit just gave it to me a couple months ago. He was like, I couldn't reveal this to you then because you would have really, really freaked out. But that was for a toe tag. He took a picture of your feet ahead of time, so when you was to be unalive, that's how they would clarify that they got you. They got the right one. See, back then I wasn't strong enough to handle nothing like that. He knew it. He knew I was in the midst of a lot of things going on at that time. And now that I've gotten stronger with it and hearing all the testimonies from my soul family, spirit family, it was important for me to share it. Maybe for somebody if somebody pull up on you and ask you this question, or maybe you will know. It can be a red flag for you, or you will see it. I don't. It's for a reason. But even when he told me that, it broke me down. I was like, is that serious? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm just, because I know me. I just kept on saying, what did I do? Like, it's really that serious? But to some people, they think it's that serious. And in the video yesterday, I said, the word of the Most High is powerful. It's alive and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing through a division of bone and marrow. It's soul and spirit, but your soul is your truth. So I said spirit and truth. Just for a correction, I'm not above correction, but I do want to have everybody, have a clear understanding of the word. And then in my song Raging War, when I was like, anoint my head, anoint my feet, send your angels raining down here on the battleground. For our glory, we're taking territory. I kept on saying, it ain't falling down. It's a word, but I was like, I don't know. I just think about that. I just be looking at the video. I always do. I was looking at my arms again. It was like, you really been neglecting your arms. I've been doing a lot of leg workout. And I need to get back on my arm workout. Just stuff that, we have regular lives on side. We take care of our temple, our body. We stay in shape. We eat healthy. We drink plenty of water. We try to stir away from meat until we can get rid of it, period, because it interferes. It's against our dietary law, first of all, and then it interferes with our download from the trauma of the animals that got murdered and slaughtered. When you eat chicken, you remember when they say the chicken they wring the chicken neck and the chicken run around like that. That's trauma until he died. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make nobody uh it's in your dietary law. Deuteronomy 28. I'm letting the spirit flow. Just things that he dealt with me. He never stopped speaking. I think he's having mercy on me because he kind of really know that I'm tired. Know that I'm tired from being up guarding that word. It might just flow. It just won't be as lengthy as it was um, yesterday. You know, I hope you guys is having a blessed and highly favored day. I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday on yesterday. Okay, I guess he is gonna let me close this thing out. I love you guys. Until the next divine word, until the next divine time, have a blessed and highly favored day.